I wasted a good 7-8 years in massive darkness and massive pain.
Local hero hurting. Legendary Browns quarterback Bernie Kosar opening his soul to the I-Team.
Revealing publicly for the first time struggles in his daily life, decades after a career of taking hard hits on the football field in front of cheering crowds.
And he's hit again in the end zone.
You have massive headaches and massive noise constantly in your head. It's in your head all the time with it. And I was having seizures. 10 of my 14 seizures were in and around plane flights. I flopped on one of them in Chicago, one of my last concussions. I was in a coma for 96 hours. You're seeing stars all the time, even to this day.
Think about that. Bernie retired at the young age of 33, retired after a long career.
He even wears a ring from when he won a Super Bowl with Dallas.
Back then, you couldn't get a concussion and call yourself, sit out 2 weeks or 3 weeks and keep your job.
Concussions, what are those? Coach used to give us some salt and we go back in.
We recently showed you similar struggles for other former NFL players.
Bernie Kosar watched some video clips and reacted.
The first reaction is that that's me, and I don't want to drop the laptop right now because the peripheral paralysis, the inability to feel my fingers and feel stuff right now.
Many former NFL players have been filing to receive funds from a class action concussion settlement.
Bernie Kosar tells us that 6 years ago, he started the process of filing a claim, but then decided to concentrate on discovering his own ways to help his body heal.
He said he found it difficult to even explain to loved ones what he was going through.
You actually have the people closest to you thinking you're faking, thinking you're lying. It wasn't as good a person, father, husband, person out there because I was being told that I wasn't sick, that I was okay, that you're bluffing.
Bernie tells us in 2017, it got so bad he panicked during a concussion evaluation, ended up completely disoriented and hitchhiking.
Hitchhiked on 71 from the medical campus there, lost and confused, and hitchhiked, and ironically made it to the Pilot Flying J on 71.
Bernie says he came to realize you can't get better fighting in court, so he gave up on that. But he didn't stop trying to get better. He tells us he now feels better than he has in a very long time, improving with his own treatment plan.
I haven't drank or did a pill in 5.5 years, okay? Bending the pathway of trying to heal yourself and make yourself better was and is an obsession of mine.
So of course, we asked, what's the secret?
Rest assured, it's not any one thing. It's a combination of it. Fresh food, so I'm a Vitamix guy. Good water, which is a fixation of mine. I'm huge with that right now. Give other things a shot first, and this is the most holistic way of almost regenerating or at least slowing down the deterioration.
He led the Browns to their last win in Seattle only 34 years ago. The one and only Bernie Kosar.
These days, you can see Bernie Kosar on a weekly Fox 8 Browns pregame show. You can also see him speaking to groups at events, raising awareness of traumatic brain injuries and the impact.
Through it all, you can find him determined to overcome the effects he says he's still feeling from what happened on the field.
I used to think I was put on this earth to be the quarterback, and I actually kind of feel a lot of what's happened with this is almost a responsibility to learn how to cognitively really help and get yourself better, not just myself, but other players and people.
Peggy Gallick.
Ed Gallick, Fox 8, I-Team.